Guys, okay, there we go. Everybody go ahead and accept that. All right, so real quick, guys, just giving you the update. So let me just cover the quick updates as far as GO Chairman Charlotte. Again, if you haven't caught on to the jingle, technically Charlotte is called Charlotte, but we just gonna mix that thing up, y'all. It's just officially Charli, capital T, capital T, because we're gonna make this thing Charlotte. So anyway, I'm really excited to host, guys. This is not my first time, putting something like this in place. We've done a few events like this in the past, and honestly, I'm more excited about this one than ever before. We got the right people at the right place at the right time. All we have to do is take the right actions, and it's a done deal, right? So I'm really excited to host this event, guys. Quick updates, just so that everyone is 100% clear, all right? So really quickly, let me say this real fast. On the Friday, all right, we were doing our best to see if we could have been able to do like a day of training, like normal seminar room training. But we won't be able to do necessarily a seminar room training. It's not looking like we'll be able to do that, but we still have the boat in place. All right, so there'll be some hardcore training on that boat. Yes, we're gonna hang out, but really you're getting a chance to be around the cream of the crop, and you're getting them off the stage. Let me give you a big secret. You wanna get leaders like us off the stage. You wanna get that training kind of after the training. Right, you really want to get that type of information. You want to get that that sideline inspiration, that sideline question answer, and that's what we're going to do on the boat. So what am I saying? I'm saying let's take this boat party even more serious, right? So I'm gonna go ahead and tell you right now, we got some room on this boat. All right, y'all can go ahead and spotlight me if you need to. How do I get up on there? Somebody spotlight your boy. All right. But let's take that boat party serious because we have room on the boat. All right, and I want to use up all the room that we have. All right, y'all read between the lines. All right, we got room on this boat, and I want to use up all the room on this boat. So I know the qualifications. If I can share my screen, I'm not a co-host. If I can be a co-host, I'll share one more time the details. But I want to flash the details on what it takes to qualify for that boat really quickly in front of you. There we go. All right, here we go. 3 seconds, 2 seconds, 1 second. All right. So the Friday night, treat that like the training that is going to be. All right. Treat that like the training event that is going to be. All right. And this is that exclusive training event that you want. All right. Yes, we got to do our stage thing. When we're on the stage, we got to give you the best content we can. But I'm telling you, you want to get us off the stage as well. All right. So that Friday night, we're going to be boarding that boat. And I'm telling you, man, I'm still checking the numbers and I'm like, hey, there's plenty of room on this boat. So I know the qualifications say Platinum 1000, new Platinum 1000s. If you're Platinum 600, go knock down P1000, automatically you qualify. If you're a P2000, great. Just make sure you're an active P2000, you qualify. All right. And what other qualifications? If you were a P1000, if you're already a current P1000, all we ask is that you enroll 10 personals. Here's what I'm going to say, because I'm going to tell you right now, my goal is to use up the room on this boat because we paying for it. All right. And Dr. Jewel and them is on me about every dollar. All right. Just call them what it is. They're like, Dwayne, we using the money right? I'm like, yes, ma'am. We're using the money right. So y'all make sure y'all have my back on this. We're going to use this money right. All right. So again, I don't care if you only got 2 personals right now. Keep pushing. Keep pushing. Read between the lines, y'all. Keep pushing. All right. We're going to get as many high qualifying people on this boat. All right. Because yes, we're going to have fun, but it's also going to be its own little mini training as well. All right. So guys, trust me on that. Do not think, oh, I've only got 2 personals. I may not get the whole 10. I'm telling you, keep going. Keep going. Keep going. All right. Keep going. I'm doing my best to fill this boat so we can make it worth our while. All right. So I'm gonna just leave it at that. So again, let me just be clear one more time. There's not a seminar in the room, sit down training on Friday. There will be an opportunity meeting on Friday night. All right, opportunity meeting on Friday night, 5:30. Doors open 5:30. All right, so write that down if you're taking notes. 5:30 opportunity meeting. All right, but then we out of there. All right, because we got to go head over to the boat and make it happen. All right, but 5:30 opportunity meeting. But there will not be a sit down training, regular style training event. The training will happen on the boat. Grab this picture if you want to, guys. I've added it into my presentations. If you want to add it into yours, feel free. All right, we're promoting the training every single presentation we do. I literally just finished a presentation, hardcore promoting, this event, telling people go get their tickets now, go grab your tickets now. It's almost sold out. Go get your tickets now for you can't get one. So again, grab that screenshot if you like it, drop it into your presentation. You guys should be promoting this event every presentation as well. This is our blue and white. If you're qualified for the boat, all right, go ahead and get your blue and white outfit ready. All right, because we're stepping onto the boat in blue and white. All right, stepping onto the boat in blue and white. Go ahead and get that knocked down. And of course, the traditional flyers. You guys can take the screenshot if you don't already have it. All right. So that's pretty much it as far as updates for Go Chairman Charlotte. I'm personally excited to have these amazing educators in the room. All right, they will be given training in the room. All right, that is what we're focused on, is getting the educators, all right, to do some training. So we're going to squeeze it into the day. We're going to get it all in there. All right, but it's going to be nice. It's going to be laid out the right way. And I'm excited that we'll be covering both sides of the spectrum at this Go Chairman event. Obviously, we'll be covering, how to go chairman, but we're also going to touch on these topics as well: FRX, DCX, and of course, HFX. So Dr. Jewel, that's all I have as far as updates, as far as that goes. And I'll pass it to whomever next wants to jump in here and take it even further.
Awesome. I love it. I'm excited about the yacht party. Guys, that's going to be a great time to get great content. Plus, you need to get used to moving like that. That's what you need to do. That's what you need to do. On my husband's birthday in January, we chartered a yacht out for a week. And it was great. We brought another couple out there. We had the private chef on there, the housekeeper. That's how you're supposed to move. So this will be just a taste for you to build your faith, to say, you know what, I own my own yacht, or we go out on a yacht a couple times a year or whatever. So don't take this for granted. Most people that don't ever come into prosperity, it was because of lack of exposure. I learned that from my parents. They were big on exposure, acting classes and all this science classes. They had us in everything. And I used to be so mad. I'm like, why can't I be like the rest of the kids? But they had me in everything. It cost them money. And so I thank my parents all the time. So don't take that stuff for granted. Whatever your eyes see, it's a biblical principle. It's why Jacob changed. He said, give me the speckled. He said, I'll take the speckled cattle. He didn't worry about getting the weakest cattle, because he put pictures in front of the cattle's face. There were strong cattle, and that they ended up reproducing not what they were, but what they saw. So that's how God made us. You're going to reproduce what you're exposed to. So thank you so much for getting that beautiful yacht together, Dwayne. I don't take that for granted. I can't wait to be on that piece. Okay. So, all right, let's keep it moving. All right. I see Latasha, the boss chick, on here. I'm so proud of her. She called me this week, and just working so feverishly. Tasha, are you available, babe?
Yes, I am. Can you hear me, Dr. Jewel?
Yeah. Are you excited about Charlotte or what?
I am very excited. Let's go all the way to North Carolina, guys. I am going to be in a place. My team, Boss Traders, Drip Nation, all of us will be absolutely in a building. Dwayne, great job on what you're doing, brother. We got your back. I love that this conference is going to have two parts, like you said. We're going to have the building part and how to go chairman, but definitely we teach a skill set, and everybody still need to tap into the skill set. So let your traders know that it's not just about builders. We're going to show you how to get that residual income, but we're also going to make sure that you know the skill set in itself. So what I'm doing right now, I have my prospecting list. I'm about to do a Zoom call with my team at 9 o'clock. It's an opportunity call. So we're going to blitz our way all the way there. We want to make sure our people qualify and are in the building. Let's go.
Hey, Doc, I think you're muted out, girl. I see your mouth moving, but
yeah, you're muted. Okay, all right, Randy and Wanda in the building.
We are here. I think Wanda's on here as well too. What's going on, Rise and Profit family? Hopefully you guys are having a wonderful and blessed day. Listen, I'm excited about Gold Chairman Charlotte. Come on. If you guys were at SummerSlam, we had some intimate moments at SummerSlam, being able to hear from some leadership and then spending time with the folks that did attend the event. One thing, I was talking to a leader, like, man, I see you at every event, okay? It's something about being present, okay? If you want to be remembered in this time, you want to create a legacy, you got to be remembered. And how you are remembered, okay, is being present and being in the room. That is the only way for you to lift the lid off of your leadership, okay, for you to get better, for you to be around the people who are achieving the things that you want, okay? It's all about proximity. So I want to leave you guys with a couple lessons, but first, if you don't have your ticket, get your ticket. Okay, you're getting around 6 and 7 figure earners. I believe me and Dwayne, we were going to be talking about, listen, just some smaller ranks of how to accumulate wealth just being a P1000, okay? I need you to be in the room to understand. We're going to show you how to get out of debt while you're at that event. We're going to show you how to increase your cryptocurrency portfolio. Just being a P600, P1000. Some of you are getting like that's a pivotal point, okay, in your network marketing career. Some people are coming in part-time. They're still working their jobs. They're maintaining P1000 part-time, and they're elevating their wealth. Okay, so I'm telling you, be in the room, have folks with you in the room right now. We have tickets, and I believe, Dr. Jewel, we extended the promo until Monday midnight today. Okay, so if you didn't know, on the last session that we had, we released a promo pack. You can get the 5-pack, okay, where you got a 10% discount. Basically, you got the tickets for less than they were by getting 5 people. So have 5 people in your organization, cash app you right now, and go get the 5-pack. And then you got an extra treat if you got the 10-pack. Listen, this is all about faith and belief. If it was me and I was at a lower level and I was like, listen, I know I need to have 10 people in that room so I can elevate to the next level, I'm going to buy that 10-pack off faith, and I'm going to go recruit, okay, or go invite some people to the event that, because I bought it in advance, I have faith that I'm going to get those people in. If you get the 10-pack, you're going to get a VIP ticket for one of them, okay? So VIP is currently sold out. So the only way to get a VIP ticket is to get that 10-pack, and I believe that ends tonight at midnight. So go and buy that 10-pack right now, okay, so that you can get your VIP ticket and get 9 other people in the room. We already gave you the numbers, okay? When you have these numbers, you have them in the room, you're gonna elevate in your ranks. So here's what I want to talk about leadership-wise, how to become an effective leader. I believe I was fortunate, as a young teenage dad, I entered the Air Force, silly and young and didn't know what I was gonna do. And I'm so grateful that I remember bumping into a black pilot on that base that took the time to pour into me and to tell me exactly how he got to the place that he got to. And I need you to catch this, because it doesn't matter what you do. Okay, at your job, unfortunately, the CEO is not going to spend time to tell you how he or she became the CEO. Okay, that's the difference between network marketing and traditional corporate business. In the Air Force, of course, they're developing up leaders, and this captain said, "Hey, listen, you got to get your degree. You got to go to the Aero Club, fly a couple hours. If you can get your pilot's license, go ahead and do that." I listened to everything that he told me to do. I was completely coachable. Hear me out closely. Young kid, born and raised out of Compton, California. No one in my family was ever a pilot. No one in my family was really in the military. And when I joined, I just looked up to the mentorship and the leadership there, and I followed exactly the blueprint that they set out. I became a pilot. And because I became a pilot, I believe that God set the sail for me. Okay, He provided the wind for me. And when I became a pilot, it gave me so much leadership under my belt, where I learned how to become independent and make a decision. Okay, I want you to write this down. Your leadership, first, write the law of the lid down, okay? Law of the lid is huge, because you'll never get any further if you stay below the lid. What is the law of the lid? It is your leadership ability to determine a person's level of effectiveness. How effective are you as a leader? How much influence do you have? How do we build that up? We build that up by going to events. We build that up by going to other leaders. We build that up by solving problems. See, your leadership will also grow based on the complexity of problems that you can solve, okay? Your leadership will also grow based on the complexity of problems that you can solve. So if you want to become a Chairman 10, you got to start solving Chairman 10 problems at P1000, okay? If you want to become a Chairman 25, you got to start solving Chairman 25 problems at P5000, Chairman 10. If you want to become a Chairman 100, you got to start solving Chairman 100 problems at Chairman 10, Chairman 25. You can't always go up to your upline. And if you consider yourself, say, hey, listen, just act like you don't have an upline. So when problems happen, act like you don't have an upline. And don't go, man, this is happening to me. Can you show me how to do it? No, go find it. Because if you find it, it's going to elevate you. And guess what? God has now expanded your territory. He's now expanded who you are as a person, your character, your traits, because you have now, what? Solved a more complex problem. So what kind of problems are you solving? If you can't solve now that goes to the opposite too. If you can't solve P150 problems, then you're going backwards, okay? So if you're sitting at a level that you're not supposed to be at and you can't solve problems at that level, you're going backwards, okay? And so when you go to these trainings, understand these trainings are serious. When we're talking from stage, we're trying to elevate your level of effectiveness as a leader. We're trying to knock the lid off the jar, y'all. Okay, and when we knock the lid off the jar, see, I believe that you start living in God's creation. And God didn't create us to have limits. God created us to be limitless, but it required us to be faithful to his words. Okay, and when we're faithful to his words, when we're consistent in things that we do, that's when he exposes and blesses us, right? So he's blessing you right now when you show up to these events, because why? You want to elevate your leadership. And your leadership will be elevated in all aspects of your life. See, my leadership wasn't just developed in network marketing. My leadership was developed in network marketing. My leadership was developed as a father. My leadership was developed as a husband, okay? There's gonna be ways that you constantly develop your leadership just by showing up to these events. So last thing I wanna leave you with, okay, leaders grow. Grow is an acronym. This is the book that I read. And grow as an acronym. Number one, gain knowledge. Gain knowledge about yourself. Gain knowledge about other people, gain knowledge about the industry. Most people come in this industry and they just stop at what's in front of them, right? They lack faith, okay? They only can do what they see. You have to start looking into the books, learning the comp plan, go through some things. Don't ask, what else should I be doing? Look through it. Be the best person in the room. That's what you got to do. And to do that, you got to place yourself in the room. Reach out to others. That's the R. Reach out to others. Listen, network marketing is relationships. Okay. And so reach out to people in this industry, learn about them. We've been having a series of chairmen and their stories. Why? Because I want to build my organization's faith, because faith comes by, not by sight, but by hearing. The more testimonies that we hear, the more faith that I build inside my organization. The more people that you get to an event in front of the chairmen, the more their faith is being built. Understand the only way that you're going to become successful in this industry is continually building your belief and your faith. And to do that, it is constantly by hearing, and you got to hear it over and over again. Listen, I've been in the industry 8.5, going on 9 years. Wanda and I show up to every event because I look at events like it's gas, okay? And I don't like to leave gas behind, okay? So I show up to every event because I want to speed to my destination. And if you want to speed to your destination, show up to every event. Now, you may say, well, Randy, I got some money problems. Oh, Randy, I got work. Oh, Randy, I got this, I got that. Your leadership will only grow to the complexity of problems that you can solve. And if you can't even solve getting off work, say we talking about unranked problems right now, okay? Those are unranked problems. And so you'll stay unranked. And so the first problem you got to solve is how you're going to get to work. How am I going to get to Charlotte? Well, I'm going to just give you a clue. Buy the ticket at least. The ticket is the faith, okay? The rest, let it fold out, and you just take the action. You take the step, and you let God provide the win. A lot of you are not even setting yourself for God to provide the win. He's providing the win, but it's going right through the boat because your sell ain't set yet. Set the sell. How can you get to the event and you ain't bought the ticket yet? Guys, I don't know what you want to do. You ain't bought the ticket yet. So if you're serious about your business, be serious about your business and make it happen. So the O, open your world at work and outside work. So when you're reading books, okay? I hear people say, I don't read books. Stop. I don't want to hear that. Books are going to expand your mindset. Listen, there was a time in my life that I didn't read books and I thought it was cool. It ain't cool, okay? Read books. Not only does your life depend on it, the next generation's life, because we're passing on knowledge to other people. So open up your world, learn, expand, and guess what that's gonna do? is going to help you solve problems that are complex, which is going to elevate your leadership. And the last one, walk toward wisdom. The only way to walk toward wisdom is through experience. Okay. And when you're walking through wisdom through experience, this is you, once again, showing up to events, seeing other people doing it. At some point, you're going to do it. It requires that you self-evaluate yourself, tell yourself the truth. Okay, why are you in the situation that you're in right now? You're in the situation that you're in right now because of you. Okay, you're staying right where you're at right now because you keep on making the same decision that you made 5 years, 10 years. And you're like, man, my bank account is near zero because you keep spending money, because you keep on not doing the right things. Plug around the right people and they will elevate your source of income. You are the sum total of the 5 people you associate with. If the 5 people you associate with are rich, most likely over time, you're going to be rich because you're going to start applying the solutions that they apply to problems. Once again, the complexity of your problem solving is going to elevate. Feedback, okay? Fight for feedback. Most people call it criticism. Fight for feedback, okay? Feedback will help you grow and take it. And then lastly, counsel and time, right? We know that wisdom requires good counsel around us. And when you go to these events, guess what you got around you? Counsel. Let's go, family. It's our time. So we're dropping that link in there again. It's GoChairman.events. I will see you guys there. Let's go, Charlotte.
Yes, I love it. That was so good. That's such a good point, Randy, about the whole solving problems. So many times people want to run from problems. I just ain't gonna deal with them. I just ain't gonna, if you keep doing that, you're gonna look up and be on an island. Like you're gonna have to learn to get along with every kind of person and deal with every kind of issue, literally. So that's what I love about this space is the personal development that happens is pretty much pretty amazing if you can walk through it. Last chairman, I believe for tonight that we're gonna wrap, because I know a lot of you guys have Zooms coming up at the top of the hour, which is amazing. Wanda Webb, Queen of Crypto, are you on here, beautiful?
I am, you guys, taking notes, taking all the notes. You guys, I'm just really excited for the people that are on this line. And I just want to give you a little bit of wisdom on how to operate in this season. You are going to have to stay close. All right. You're gonna have to stay close. I need y'all to hear me on this. You have to stay close. Somebody's gonna complain that they didn't know that Friday is not a full event day because they didn't stay close. And just to kind of extend on what Randy is saying, that an entrepreneur is someone who is groomed themselves to consistently see solutions. We don't live in a world that grooms entrepreneurs. We live in a world that grooms employees. And so by default, we always see what doesn't match, right? What the problem is. Oh, look at that. Or we are able to identify the resistance so quickly and not throw our minds into, okay, what's the solution for this resistance? And here's the thing. If you avoid resistance, that is going to be the quickest path to mediocrity. You will be with the masses. If you avoid resistance, traders, you will never have a higher high. You will always be having the same familiar problems that you always have. This is just, for an example, I have the pleasure of being able to speak to so many married couples, and, they have 10 years in the game, 15, 20 years in the game, and there's resistance, and then they want to leave that situation. And there are some reasons that would be wise or even safe, but there's a lot of reasons it wouldn't. And what I tell them is that there's not any new problems. It's just problems. And if you've conditioned yourself to run every time there's something new or a problem or an atmosphere that you're unfamiliar with, you are literally telling God, keep me in my familiar zone. So whatever money you're making, whatever problems you have right now, you better love them because you're going to stay there. See, the truth is that to have super success, we need to be asking for bigger, newer problems. And I love what Randy talked about. I love that he was focused on leadership, because what this weekend had me do was it had me really reflect, have my problems changed? If my problems have not gotten bigger, then I know I am not near any higher highs. Some of you are sick of the same old problem, and God is allowing your heart to be sick. So that way, maybe there would be a thought that says, I keep having the same problem.
Arisha.
I've been P150 for a whole year. Maybe I need to move different so I can have new problems. And so instead of avoiding problems, because problems is proof that you have life, instead of avoiding problems, fix your problems, bring a solution, become the person who has a solution. I had someone ask me the other day, they said, you've been in the network, network marketing for going over 9 years now. How do you go out of town with 5 children? How are you always able to travel? How are you able to do that? See, I just can't do that. You can't do that because you're not doing it. That's why you can't do it. I literally do not have a babysitter for Charlotte yet, but I have events, I have tickets, I'm on that stage because I just know that I'm going to be able to solve that problem. And this is about to be harsh, but I need you to respect me more than you like me. And I'm going to coach you. Sometimes I'm going to be your coach and not your homegirl. Listen, if somebody is not in that room, they just prove to me they are not an entrepreneur, because an entrepreneur solves problems. They might be a hustler. They might be a gambler. They might be a go-getter. But an entrepreneur solves problems. Somebody right now is thinking, well, Wanda, that's not very nice. You don't know my life. I'll tell you what I do know. I know that Latasha Boss Chick was in that room. I know that I was in that room, even though I had babysitting emergencies in a flooding house. I know Dr. Jewel was in that room. I know that last year when her mother was in the hospital, that was never an excuse to not show up. I know she's been at everything. And so I want to encourage you. So my phone's ringing because people want to join. Listen, I want to encourage you that if you're sick of your problems, good. That means you got some sanity. That means you're sane. So now let's solve those problems and let's level up to a higher high and let's go create new problems. I want you to have newer, bigger problems. And I want you to be able to grow into that. Guys, I believe in you. I'm in these atmospheres. This is not always easy, but I'm in these atmospheres. And I know that these atmospheres give me experiences. And I'm going to close with this. The reason that you have to be in the room, is because when you are in that room, that is an experience. When you're in that room, your mind the body don't even let the mind say, this isn't possible. The only way to outdo this thinking that has not served you, the only way to outdo the actions that have not served you, is you have to go have the experiences that can outdo anything you've been through. I was poverty trained. I mastered poverty. I was so good at being poor. I knew all the ways to get this benefit and that benefit and play that. I had mastered poverty. And so when it was time to master something new, it did not feel good. One of the biggest lies is that success feels good. No, it don't. Because it's unfamiliar to you. So what's unfamiliar to you will not feel good. So if it's unfamiliar to go out of town and to bring people with you, good. Because $1 million woman's gonna have to get on an airplane, y'all. So I want you to have new problems. And these experiences are the fastest way to outdo your thinking. The things that you think that don't serve you, the things you've been through that haven't served you, that have taken you, that have robbed from you, the experiences you've had that have made you depressed, that have made you anxious. There's only one way that you can cancel them, and you have to go have new experiences. I love you, but it ain't always gonna be a book. It ain't always gonna be an audio. Sometimes you gotta get in the room and embody and feel it in your goosebumps, feel it in your, what China says, your shanana. You gotta get in the room so that that experience can speak louder than any experiences you've already been through, you're going through right now that you think nobody knows. There is, let me tell you what the last reason. I don't know if anyone's paying attention. There is a spirit of depression and anxiety and fear that is trying to take over people. And I don't know if that's you. I bet you it is. And I'm telling you, the reason I keep myself in these rooms is because it literally saves my life. It saves my life to be in these rooms. I've experienced depression. I've experienced anxiety. I've experienced lack. I've experienced suicidal thought. So God knows I gotta be in these rooms. If I have to rip the roof off and be lowered down from the ceiling, I will crave an experience that will speak and replace anything I've been through. So I've got about 30 years of experiences that I need to cover up. I'm not done, nowhere close to being done. And I know if that's true for me, that's true for you. You guys have got to get in the room, be an entrepreneur, quit being a hustler, be an entrepreneur, create solutions, get yourself in the room. Your life depends on it. I love you guys. I appreciate you guys. I'm glad you hear me, Ashley, Tamara. I'm glad you hear me. You're not the only ones. Let me tell you, you are not the only ones. The enemy wants you to think that you are lonely. That is the only tool he has. He's only got one weapon. It's the tool of loneliness and lies. And if you start to believe that you're lonely, you have already started to fall into the trap. He just needs your pinky toe and he will take everything else. So you got to fight to replace those experiences. And I promise you, it will not just save your life. It will change your life. I'm gonna give this back to my chairman. You guys already know it's prophetic. It is. This is holy territory when we are speaking life into people. That's why it's hard to get in that room, because you have to be in that room. I love you guys, and I will see you in Charlotte.
Ooh, child. Lord have mercy.
You got me ready to buy every ticket.
Listen. You gotta get the tickets, and Wanda's so right. I've never seen so much anxiety and depression in all my time. Like, we are being forced into major purpose. You better get in purpose so you can have a sound mind and joy. And so, Wanda, thank you so much for pouring out. Randy, that was amazing. Dwayne, amazing. Guys, get your tickets. You have until midnight to get those bundles. Go ahead and get them bundles, not them hair bundles, them ticket bundles, baby. Okay? So you got to midnight to get them ticket bundles. So go ahead and get those ticket bundles right now. We want to see you in the room. Let's drop. We're going to also drop it. We were trying to make sure we got you guys together, but we about to drop this in I Am Elite. I'm about to drop this in the Chairman 25 chat. So this is being opened up like company wide, but we wanted to make sure that we got our close family, right? Our close family. Make sure y'all represented in the room. So make sure you get your tickets tonight. You got until midnight to get those bundles. Guys, that's all I have. Love you guys so much. Thank you so much for joining us. We believe in you. Sacrifice, do what you got to do. I promise you it's going to be worth every minute. You guys have a good night. Thanks for joining, and bye-bye. See you later.